Welcome my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and I'm just videoing today the Phragmipediums, just so that I've got this update for myself as well. There are some down there, and these are the tall ones in these glass vases, and this one here, I'll just quickly run through them. Phragmipedium Mary Bess, which is Bessi times Caracinum. There we go. And this one's doing good. This is its second growth. So let's quickly look at the root growth. And like you can see, this has got an extensive root growth. It's all in inorganic media. I've got one going up. I don't know how I can encourage that to come down, but it's just got a little ways to go yet. Why that would go up, I have no idea. The rest are searching out the reservoir down there. We've got a little branching root there, and I'm trying to do it so you don't catch the reflections of light. Look as though we've got another root tip growing there, and so this looks as though it's adapted to the way I'm growing, and as long as I keep watering them well, they get fed and watered every second day, and when we're in really hot weather that moves to so like today is Saturday, these were Thursday, Friday, these were watered and fed last on Wednesday, but if it was hot weather they would have been done yesterday. So this is like I say, Phragmipedium Mary Bess. This is one of those that I had from Ed. This is Garum Weaver, and it's got this new growth this year. That's last year's growth, and that's the years before. And let's have a look how this is doing. So we've got roots there. Some of them have been a little slow to adapt, but patience has prevailed, as they say, and eventually they take off. So there we go, and you'll see we've got them now coming down into the reservoir, and you'll notice that I have this medium, inorganic medium, I have this layered, and there we go. This is quite an extensive one. This is Phragmipedium Andean Fire, and this is another one I've had from Ed, and this was the original, division, this one. Then if we look, it grew this one here, and this year it's grown this one, and it's now growing this one, and I'm not sure whether this is one of those that I've been waiting for the new roots to develop. Now let's see. One of them still hasn't developed roots, and I don't know whether it's this one. It may well be this one. But I'm hoping, I mean there are roots, you can see there are roots, because I keep having to push this media up, so perhaps these roots are going straight down the middle. Anyway, that's Phragmipedium Andean Fire, and it looks as though I had this either October and November 2018. And here we have another division from Ed of Ed's Orchids, and this is Phragmipedium lasvarinus. And let's have a look. Well, there's a root there coming from, you see that root in that direction? Coming from up there and travelling all the way down. Now, has this given me a new growth this time? Let me have a look in a second. So we've got roots there, going all the way down, and I think we've got that one actually into the media, into the reservoir, and they're coming from here, the roots, and they start up here. So this has got quite a good extensive root system. Now, has it got a new growth yet? That's what we're looking for. No, not yet, but we have got a new centre leaf there. So of all the big ones, this is the biggest, and this was the growth here, the original growth, well, the division from Ed, and then it's grown this one, and I thought, oh well, it got the centre leaf growing up, and I thought, oh, that's wonderful, that'll flower this time. And Ed said, no, it won't. And of course, Ed was right. There's the new growth for this one. And if we look at this one, this has got a humongous root system. Absolutely tremendous. Goes all the way down into the reservoir, all the way along. And there we go. I like growing in this method because you can see exactly the health of those roots and whether they're deciding to travel up. See, we've got one there, and it's come round and it's gone up. Now hopefully it'll come back down. And we've got a nice new one emerging down there, so that's going to go down into that reservoir. So this is Phragmipedium grande. So these Phragmipediums in these tall vases, they are on this shelf here, and when off camera I will be putting their sleeves back on them, because of course these are terrestrial orchids and they're used to having their roots not exposed to daylight. So the ones we're looking at now, I've got them in these smaller clear vases, and this is Phragmipedium andrete by Orchids. This was bought, I think this was 2017, although I've got 18 there, so February 2017, and this is a seedling that came from Burnham's, and so this is the original fan, and that's now been replaced, and we've got this one here, and it's doing very well, this is. And we've got whether you'll see a root there, some of these are finer roots, and I worried for a long time thinking, is it not going to produce me any roots? You see the roots come from here, but that one seems to be fine, so I've just got a little bit of damage on that leaf there. You see, just a little tiny bit. So this is another one of those seedlings, and this is Phragmipedium rothianum, and it's longifolium by Hertzii. There, see, February. And it's been in this particular, well, I cleaned this media 12/20. And so it doesn't look as though, you see, when I water them I have to be careful because I have them sat quite low, but then if you're not careful you can get a little bit of rotting just at the bottom of that fan there. So I've moved that media back now, and hopefully it may give me a new growth this year, but I don't know when. So here's another one of those from Head of Heads Orchids, and this is Phragmipedium and Bultii. And let's have a look. I mean, these have the outer black pots, which are on the landing. Now there's an old root, but I'm looking for newish roots. And again, this is one that never wants to give me any new roots, but just looking at down there now, probably won't see that, but just tucked in there. There's a new growth. So that's wonderful. So if I've not got any roots now, that's an old root there, you see. At least with a new growth, hopefully we'll get new roots. And this one here, this is another one from Ed. This is Richteri, and this is very healthy now. It did flower for me the first year I had it, but that division died off, and then it's given me this nice new division here. Don't know that I've got a date on this one. No, I've not put a date on that one. And you see, it's got some good roots there, and this one's inclined to want to come out of the pot. And now I've never repotted this one. Originally I had them all the same, and then but this isn't layered, if you'll notice, but then I started getting all these little flecks, and that was the fish blood and bone, and I cleaned a lot of them, but I didn't clean this one, and it's on this, in this outer octagonal pot, and you'll see we've got a root there. So that is a good indicator to me. I mean, I have got a root here, as you can see here, but I haven't got an extensive root system with this one. But because it's given me that new root down there, I'm quite happy. And these are not going to get changed again. Now, like I say, these get watered every other day or every 2 days. Now this one is from Madeira, 2015. And Ed thinks this is Schroederi. And that was the original division. Only a little tiny seedling. I don't know how it survived, to tell you the truth. And then since then it's grown, and it's still growing. And is this another one that, oh, we've got a root, can you see, through into the reservoir here. And let's have a look through there. I don't think, you see how this isn't layered, I also think this one, I haven't changed the media here, because all the others that have changed, there's a root, the media is layered, whereas this media isn't. So let's have a look down there. I don't know whether you'll see, just down there, under there, you'll see the emergence of a new growth there. So I'm very pleased with all these Phragmipediums, and people say, well, it's just a lot of green. Yes, but green is very easy, very peaceful. I like the greenery. I like to see the plants growing. And the other one I've got in this big type of a media is the Maxillaria memoria bembolina. I've got the humidifier on there, and that's in one of these tall vases, and I've just got a sock round that just to keep the daylight out. Anyway, thank you again for joining me. It's not everybody's cup of tea, Phragmipediums, but when they do bloom, they're absolutely fantastic. So enjoy your weekend, and we're supposed to be warming up again next week. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Bye bye now.